It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. But here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield, because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him #1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And over the middle, this is Parker. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Foreman. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Stephon Sullivan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. They'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. They begin with a run by Fournette. And some room to work. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Derek Brown coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And some room to roam now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to pass, Tua. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action, now it's Tua. Bryant has it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Mayfield. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. From the 40 now on second down. Tua. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On third down, Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. 2nd and 4. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run with Foreman. Oh, he shifts past him. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down, Tua. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Tua to throw again. On the slant connects with Davante Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Leonard Fournette from 10 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. On third down, Mayfield. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Foreman. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield now from the 50. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from a yard out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. Cleveland offense making their way out. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 16, Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Tua. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 18. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Mayfield now. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On play action, here's Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
First down there by Rashard Higgins, or Hollywood, as he's been known since his college career at Colorado State and all through his 6-year career in the NFL. Always a trendy breakout pick with the Browns, someone with the tools to grow into a starting spot. Here in Carolina, they hope that he'll unlock his potential.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Elliott. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Tua. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's... Oh, no, he lost the football. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 87 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now here's There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Baker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Mayfield to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Foreman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They run again with Foreman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their